Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. In the previous videos we have discussed how we can create a powerful slideshow using both Prezi and Microsoft PowerPoint templates. Whether you are using this or that, in this tutorial we will discuss some basic and fundamental tips that you need to stick to while making your slideshow and giving your presentation. So let's jump and dive right in. So starting with the structure of your presentation, you need to include three major things. And to give a simple analogy to these three components, we will think about the presentation as if it is a train. A train is composed of three main parts: the engine at the beginning, the cars at the middle, and the caboose at the end. This is the same exact thing for your presentation. Your presentation is composed of an introduction at the beginning, a body at the middle, and a conclusion at the end. So starting with the engine or the introduction, it is the start or the beginning of your presentation. So it's the first impression that is gonna be taken about you. So you need to make it precise and you need to make it professional so that you will not lose the attention of your audience at the beginning of the presentation. And there is also a formula that you can use in your engine or your introduction which will help you to engage with your audience, which is called the why formula. This formula includes three main parts. First part is pain. You are trying to give your audience an idea that they have a specific problem about something, and this is followed by your presentation, which is like the solution to this pain or to this problem. So by giving this pain and this presentation, you are offering a pleasure because you are fixing their pain. So this formula is amazing to start with, and it will help you to link with your audience and earn and gain their focus. Second part is the course or the body, which is the main topic of your presentation, and this is why you are here talking to people, talking to attendees. You are trying to give them an idea, which is your body. The body is composed of number of sections. Try not to give it as a bulk. Try to make an agenda before starting to create your presentation. There is also what we call candy cards. Like the train, there are these candy cards that make passengers enjoy the voyage or enjoy the trip. The same idea, we have candy cards in presentation, which are represented in every activity you are placing in your presentation. So if your presentation is just an educational subject and you are giving information to your audience, they will lose their focus on your topic. However, if you are giving them workshops during the presentation, you will earn their focus. You need to get their engagement because the more they engage, the more they are focused and on board. Also, when you transfer between one section to the other, you need to start using what is same like the hook between different chords. You need to make a transition between one topic to the other, and this is mainly by asking a question. This is one of the most successful hooks that you can use while transferring from one section to the other in your body. Finally, the caboose or the conclusion, and it represents the final part of your presentation. So this means that it's gonna be the last impression that is gonna be taken about you. So you need to make it good because this is gonna leave the last impression, and this is what they will what people will remember you with. So there is that great model that you can use in your conclusion, which is giving a summary. So instead of just printing a thank you page or a thank you slide, you are not doing this. You are giving them a summary to what was said during the whole presentation. In addition, you may also give them a call for action, which is what is their next step or what are the next steps after this presentation so that they can apply it to their business or to their real life situation or to their careers. This makes your audience feeling that they have earn something from your presentation and not just theoretical information. So these are basically the components of your presentation. But how about what to do to be able to make a powerful slideshow? We will give you 16 different tips that you can use during making or preparing your PowerPoint or your Prezi slideshow. First one is the limitation of slides. You need to know how important or how deep or how complex your subject is, and based on that, you will need to limit the number of slides. The more complex your topic is, the more slides it will take. The simpler it is, the less the slides should be, and it will not be wise to use so many slides in a short or simple subject. You'll also need to place graphics and visuals because these help to make your audience stay on board and stay focused, because if you are just using plain information, this will not be good because they will just get bored, they will lose focus, and at some point they will not be with you. You need also to reduce the amount of text that you are using because you are not giving a report, you are not writing a Microsoft Word document, you are using a slideshow, which means that it is necessary to have white spaces, to have spaces for the graphics and the charts and the images. So do not use too many text because this is not a report. Also, don't read from the slides because people can read, they are not attending your presentation so that you can read the slides. They need to hear your thoughts, to hear your idea, to hear how you deliver this information from the slides to their minds. You also need to use spell checker if English is not your first language, because if you are mistyping some words, this will make you lose your professionalism during giving the presentation. Also, don't write anything beside the margin because it depends on the type of projector that is used. If you are giving this presentation in a meeting room, you will not be able to read some words because they will be cut by the margins. Also, use large font because if you are giving this presentation in a meeting room, for example, you will have to make sure that the last person sitting in the room is seeing the words clearly. Next is to whenever you are using charts and images, make sure that they are clear because some people use low quality graphs to the extent that the x-axis and the y-axis cannot be read. So what is the point from using a chart that people cannot read? Next, don't make all the words capital in the title. It's enough to make the first letter of each word capital, but do not make the whole word capital because this means that you are shouting. Also, don't use too many different fonts or colors because, yeah, you want your presentation to be attractive, but you do not want too many variety of colors that will cause confusion to your audience. Again, no one wants to read your presentation. They want to hear it. So you need not to read the slides, but you need to deliver this information on your own way. Also use citation because this means that you are an honest person and you will gain the trust of your audience, because if you are using something that is not legally allowed to be used, it's not good for you if someone spoiled you doing this, and if not, it's even unethical. Don't use busy slides with text because this is boring and people will not focus and will not have the time to read it while listening to you. Also, don't neglect the contrast between colors. Do not type light text on light background or dark text on dark background because people will not be able to see that. There is a rule which is called the 666 rule, and it's designed specially for the bullet points, which means that you shall not use more than 6 words in a bullet point, you shall not use more than 6 bullet points in one slide, and you shall not use 6 slides in a row with bullet points inside. Finally, if you are going to use animation, Make it simple and not too complex, because this is gonna distract your audience. And these were the 16 tips for how to make a powerful slideshow. And that's it for this video, guys. These were the tips of how you can master your presentation. So if you're interested in more business hacks and tips, make sure to subscribe to our content, because we are going to upload immediately new content every single time you are going to enable the bell notification. You will get this notification that we uploaded a new video, and it will contain some vital information for your career to follow. So thank you guys so much for watching, and see you in more tutorials. Until then, take care and goodbye.